Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Biolab, and this is Vamsi here at Biolab, and in today's video we will be discussing about the mechanism of vision and also ear. In the previous video we have completed about the parts and functions of eye. In today's video we will be discussing about mechanism of vision, and about ear we will be starting the intro. So let's get into the video without any further ado on mechanism of vision. So how this vision is sensed in our brain, how the image is formed in our brain, how the light is sensed in our brain, how the light is sensed in our eyes is passed towards the brain. All these we will be talking about in the mechanism of vision. How we are actually able to see is the main base concept of this mechanism of vision. So let's start with the mechanism of vision. Mechanism of vision. So first of all, the first step is that we require light. Okay, if light falls on our eye, what happens? Before going into that, let me just recall a part of our previous lecture about the arrangement of cells from inside to outside in a retina. In the retina, or you can also take retina in the wall of the retina. What are the three layers? We have three layers of cells. So see, this is the inside layer, this is the outside layer. We have talked that the inside layer first consists of ganglion cells. When we are moving from inside to outside, first layer is of ganglion cells, second layer is of bipolar neurons, third layer is of our rods and cones, that is our photoreceptors, rods and cones. Okay, these are our photoreceptors. Now say for suppose, I have also told you that light enters the eye or the retina like this, in this direction. Say for suppose there is a white light falling on our eye. It has to first pass through the cornea, then the pupil. In between we have aqueous humor. After that aqueous humor, refraction takes place. Then it passes into through the pupil into the vitreous humor or vitreous chamber, and then after vitreous chamber, then it falls on the retina. As soon as the light falls on the retina, the first step happens here is step 1. What happens here is, these photoreceptors sense the light. They fall on the rods and cones. These are what? Rods and cone shaped cells. There are photoreceptors. So they sense the light. As soon as they sense the light, what happens is, as I said you that in the previous lecture we have photopigments. We have two types of photopigments. The first one is called as opsin. This is a protein, generally protein, and retinol. These are very important. Not retinol, retinal. Okay, retinal. It is the constituent part, or you can also say it is a type, or it is an aldehyde of vitamin A. So in our eye, vitamin A is composed as an aldehyde in the form of retinal, retinaldehyde or retinal, and opsin, it is a generally a protein. What are these two? These two are photopigments. I have told you in the previous lecture that these photopigments get excited as soon as the light falls. Generally they two are attached to each other. Whenever this light falls on the retina, the first step is that this get excited. When they get excited, this retinal, as it is attached to the opsin, it gets detached from the opsin. It gets detached, or it gets disassociated with opsin. Now opsin gets separated and retinal gets separated. Both are separated now. That is your second step. That is your second step. Light induces decomposition, or sorry, not decomposition, disassociation of retinal from opsin. Retinal from opsin, resulting changes in the structure of opsin. It is obvious that any compound leaving the original one, it generally causes some changes in that original compound. So that's obvious. So whenever retinal is leaving opsin, it creates changes. Due to this changes, there may be potential difference is generated. We have seen how the nerve impulse get transmitted. Potential difference is generated, and this potential difference is generated in the photoreceptor cells only. As there is a change here, because of this dissociation, potential difference is generated. That is your third step. And due to that dissociation, what has happened? This potential difference is generated. Due to this potential difference, it is generated in photoreceptor cells. Due to this potential difference, the action potentials are generated in the ganglion cells. These ganglion cells get the action potentials through the bipolar neurons. Here the transmission is happening. Generation has started in the photoreceptor cells. Transmission has taken through the bipolar neurons to the target site of ganglion cells, and from this ganglion cells, all the matter, that is all the impulses which we have got, that is called as action potential. We have studied that the nerve impulses, all they are carried to the brain, the visual cortex area. In the brain we have the visual cortex area, where this optic nerve enters with all the blood vessels and nerves with the signals. It enters this area, and there this image actually forms inverted. If the man is standing outside like this, he comes like this on the retina. Inverted image is formed. In the brain, this inverted image is again decoded, and an erect image is formed in the visual cortex area. So this is how the mechanism of vision takes place, and that is how we are able to see. Okay guys, is it clear? Yes. If you have any doubt, please comment down. Now we will be moving on to the ear. Okay, ear. Now what is ear? Ear. It is just an organ of our body. It is just a part of our body. It helps in hearing. We all know that. It helps in hearing. But I will be telling you some interesting function of ear than hearing. It also helps in body balance. Yes, you have heard it correct. It also helps in body balance. It is the last point of our NCERT that it helps body balance through I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope like this, crista and macula. Due to these two parts in the inner ear, the body balance function also happens. Now we will be talking about outer ear. In the next video we will be talking about the middle ear and inner ear. Okay, first of all, let's start. Put the side heading ear. Close the chapter of eye. Put the side heading here, ear. It has two functions. One sensory function, that is hearing. Two, body balance. What is the second function? That is your body balancing. These are the two functions of ear. Please make a note of that. Anatomically, this ear, as I said, it is divided into three types. We all know this. Anatomically, it is divided into three types: the outer ear, middle ear, and the last one, the inner ear. These are the three anatomical divisions of the ear, from outside to inside, outer, middle, inner. Now, let us talk about the outer ear first of all, then we will be moving on to middle and inner ear in the next video. Okay, this video we will be talking about the outer ear. Now let's start with the outer ear. There are two major parts of this outer ear. What are those major parts? Let us discuss now. The first major part of the outer ear is called as pinna, ear pinna. We already know this ear pinna. See, this is our ear pinna. These two, these are our ear pinnas. Okay. Put the side heading outer ear. Make underlining. Put the first part, or you can also say two parts of outer ear. Put for number one, right pinna or external ear. If you want, please draw this diagram of pinna. So draw this diagram of pinna. That is your pinna. These, this one, outer ear. Okay. The second part of it is, it is a canal. It is a canal from which connects the outer ear and the middle ear, called as external auditory meatus. External auditory meatus. It is actually a canal that connects the outer ear and the middle ear. So this is your ear pinna. So this is how this external auditory meatus is here, and this is the part of our middle ear. Now this is your pinna. That is your second one. External auditory meatus or canal. Okay, remember it is important. Now let us discuss the function of these. Let us discuss the function of these two. The function of ear pinna, we already know, it collects external vibrations. If this is your ear pinna, it collects external vibrations. And sends it like this. All the external vibrations from all different sides are collected by the ear pinna. You are listening to me, that is why all my vibrations, all the voice vibrations or the sound vibrations or sound waves have been traveling in many directions, and those all many directions are being gathered together by the ear pinna. It collects all the vibrations in the air when sound is produced. Okay, make a note of it. Done? Yes, completed. Now let us move on to the external auditory meatus function. External auditory meatus function is very simple. It is just a canal which is passing from which extends inward. So external auditory meatus. This is just a canal, extends inward, present inward. Second point, it is attached to the tympanic membrane. tympanic membrane. See, ear pinna, external auditory meatus, tympanic membrane or the eardrum. Eardrum. This eardrum is a part of middle ear. This eardrum, it is a part of middle ear. It is made up of connective tissues. I am just giving you an brief information about this eardrum. About it we will be talking more in the next lecture on the middle ear part. Okay, this external auditory canal is extended inward from the external ear or the external pinna into the tympanic membrane or the eardrum. This tympanic membrane is made up of dense connective tissue or connective tissue. Now this canal has a small hair-like structures and mucus. Small, very fine hairs are present. Hair-like or hairs are present. This helps in the filtration of the vibrations. If there is any, anything like you can also call it as they help in maintaining the sound quality. This one and the bones, ear ossicles. Ear ossicles, what they do is they increase the frequency of the sound, maintaining the sound quality. This ear hair and wax, we call that mucus as wax, ear wax. And this they help in filtration. Now whenever any dust particle is trying into enter our ear through this ear pinna, along with the vibration, sound vibrations through this canal, what happens is it gets trapped inside this hair follicles, and it remains. So that is it for this video, guys. In the next video we will be talking about middle ear, and if you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel Biolab. And this is Vamsi signing off from Biolab. Have a great day further. Thank you, guys.